You know what the Yu-Gi-Oh stand for? The King of Games! Are you gonna be King of Games today? Yu-Gi-Oh! What is this Yu-Gi-Oh thing? Anyway, there's a topic of Yu-Gi-Oh, or the biography of the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, Kazuki Takahashi, right? And this guy already covered it on YouTube, but mine is a different take on it, because I wanted to give you a perspective of how I see this playing out. Meaning that life could be so much more if you understand the beauty of nature, how this all affect in your dreams, right? Or following your dream. Now, my mission in life now is to inspire people to say you can change instead of you can't change. People already have that limitation of their mind saying this world's fucked. You know, I was on Facebook and I said, you know what? F all that. You can change. It's just that we've been conditioned by life to see just like everybody else, to think like everybody else, to say, to produce these actions just like everybody else. And so, whether you're a nerd or a geek, it doesn't matter. You can win in life. You know, what they say is people always bash on nice guys, right? Because they can't win in life. Gary Vee say, if you don't know who he is, he's an entrepreneur. Gary Vee said, even though nice guys lose at the first quarter, but they can win in the last. And oftentimes people view nice guys as this pushover. You don't have to be a pushover, but know this: your destiny is in your hand, not someone else's, right? And so, as you know, I wanted to cover this side where most people have a manga in front of me. I remember back in middle school, right? I remember nobody was buying Scholastic. I was like, oh shit, I remember the Scholastic. And I bought Yu-Gi-Oh books, and Dragon Ball Z books to read. Because they're entertaining, because they're pictures and not have to do with words that's boring, right? And as a child, he liked to draw and didn't put manga together until he was in high school. Now, this guy already covered it, but I'm going to put it in the link below. When he was 19, one of his stories was in a contest in the Shonen Jump magazine. I remember I had a lot of magazine of Shonen Jump, a lot. For the next 10 years, he went for several publishers and got a lot of rejected stories. He got rejection. He did find success in 1996 when he created Yu-Gi-Oh! This. Now, for those who understand Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'm targeting people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this is actually intended for them. I'm creating each content to wake people up, to wake the ideal of the matter of fact is you guys who play Yu-Gi-Oh! Who win and have a competitive mindset. You know, when I was playing this deck, Cyber Dragons, right? Cyber Dragons good. You know, I don't win all the time. I win, but I don't have the. I think this has to do with mindset, right? People who like to win, they're competitive in nature. They win. And I've been testing out these top decks from Elemental Sabers to Elemental Heroes. You know, they have the new Neo-Spacian stuff, right? And Samurai, Samurai is my favorite. So you guys watch all these Yu-Gi tubers. Nothing wrong with them. They influenced my life to be able to build these decks, to look at decks profiles and stuff like that. You know, you guys who have the ability to adapt in the card game. Now it's easier said than done, but the way I see it, you guys have a gift of adaptability, meaning that you have take that adaptability and apply it into your life, to your dreams, whether you want to be a writer, author, do something. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, or you can become a mangaka. Now, what make me make this video is really vastly different, because I see it that these Yu-Gi-tubers are influencing you to buy expensive cards. Nothing wrong with that if you want to buy expensive cards for a competitive play, right? But they don't address that every time you buy these cards, yes, people say they have value, right? They do have value, but you do not understand that you could invest in the knowledge, the skills that you need to go after your dreams, right? And it made me sad that all these guys are making you buy these cards, products, influencing you. It's good and a bad. I say it good because it get me into playing and testing out these decks, and that the more I go into it, the more I found which deck work, which deck doesn't work, and I found most of the time. And the more of the story is the author, the mangaka that you look up to, from Dragon Ball Z to Yugioh, creating Yu-Gi-Oh, they all have failures. So, but the thing is, you're using this game as an escape instead of trying to live your life the way that you want to live. Now, this might be offensive to most people because most people who play this game can be also unhappy. They're running away from life instead of running towards something that's meaningful, because you don't want to die at the end, at the old age of 90, and say, you know what, I've been playing this game and I'm unhappy. That something could have been better. You know, that's why all these guys who created manga, they're working their life dreams. Most people who waste their... Okay, so this thing, the phone, I say it's a tool. Most people would get offended. It's like, I don't hate technology. I understood how to use technology to get my message across via video, because I understand how to use video. And I wanted to use this medium for the world, because the world is in really bad shape in people thinking the mediocre. You guys always say the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poor, and it's because you guys have all these insecurities. You don't need that. So my point being is, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, when you invest these type of games, I'd rather keep this, yes. But most of the time, are you running away from it? Are you running away from life so you can keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Look, I believe nerds and geeks can win in life. I believe they can. If, you know, I realize if you're actually introverted, so am I. You know, sometimes I don't feel like going to crowd places or talking to people. I just like to, like, when I give so much energy to people, I just want to like cave in and just read books and stuff like that and watch anime. I used to be a big otaku. I used to watch a lot of anime. I used to have like pictures of anime walls on my thing. I used to have collection of DVDs of Dragon Ball Z to Yu Yu Hakusho. My favorite anime would be Kenichi, the strongest disciple, of course, Death Note, right? Now, look, I know people say it's hard, and you know, what's better than living your dream than wasting your time on something that you hate? Hate is a strong word, and I'm using it because that's the point I'm making. Hate is a strong word. Now, when it comes to this device, I don't hate it. I liked it to the fact that where it can get my message across. I like it because it can give me connection or connect with people who I want to interview. And hopefully, by me doing this, I can impact people from you know, the reason why I don't do niche, because I wanted to impact a certain culture. Mainly people grow faster in a niche. I grow slowly because I want to impact a certain people who are tired of living the life that everybody else wants them to live, and happiness comes first. your needs and wants come first before everybody else's. But the thing is, you're putting everybody else's needs and wants before you. Now, it's great. It's a different story when you have family. It's a very different story. So the thing is, invest in knowledge, invest in self-help or audiobooks, or invest in the things that you're proud of to be in like 10 years or 5 years from now. And hopefully that will dream, whatever, we all have a dream. And whatever silly that may be, you all have it. But the thing is, you get pushed by society and say that can't happen for you. That's unrealistic. That's how you gonna do it, you know. And so what ended up happening is we chase a dream, we chase something that we want, and we fail. And so what ended up happening is you're so afraid that failure and fear holds you back, and fear cripple you. And so now you don't want to do it. So you just put that dream on the side. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna put your dream on the side and watch everybody else live their dream? You know, right now, all these YouTubers are achieving their dreams, right? You know why? Because they get sent Konami products. That's right. Konami sent them products to market you guys and, you know, make you guys buy the products. And when are you gonna realize you don't have much time on this earth? Don't have all this anxiety though. All anxiety, all these things that people chase is because people think that's a measure of success. It could be, but does it really make you happy? Does it make you feel fulfilled? I think that most people aren't fulfilled in their jobs. Most people are just chasing things and chasing. Nothing wrong with that, right? I have things. Yu-Gi-Oh cards is a thing. Phone is a thing. So is books a thing. Make sure this day you don't have to always optimize, but optimize it for the life that you truly want. To go to a journey where you've never been, you get to choose. Subscribe if you're into what I'm into. Well, you don't have to subscribe, but you should subscribe because, you know, I'm doing content of what I want to inspire people. Now, you know that I'm nerd or geek in the background, right? With Yu-Gi-Oh! With blue eyes and dark magician, dark magic attack, blue eyes, white dragon. What was it? What got me into this is just adding on, right? What got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again was because my friend whooped my ass Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I bought the what was that cheap as no, it wasn't cheap. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! Was it? It's a starter deck where all the freaking cards you can't even goddamn use anymore because all the cards are now obsolete. Now, I was thinking about this. I don't know if I have it put it as a whole for you guys to understand that these cards are no more longer valid, right? These cards that were once, it was so slow, now everything's so fast with new mechanics, with link summoning. I don't even know what was link summoning until I went through and learned everything I had to, and by understanding that what the hell is errata. We didn't have that back in the day when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With my friend. I had a, you know, my brother was talking about, yeah, Johnny, you have all these cards back then. What happened to it? I don't even know. All my Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gone. Well, shit, y'all mean Yu-Gi! Yu-Gi! Where's my Yu-Gi cards? Give me your damn Exodia! I was thinking about how these cards, right, it have simple text. Like one of my favorite cards would be Mirror Force, Rakeke, because they're all help you to wipe the board out, right? Now, you have decks like the meta decks, like Sky Strikers. Now I'm just hearing from, you know, Team Samurai from the YouTuber what was it? His name is Sam, and then Team APS. What was it? Cali Effect, and what's it called? Simply Unlucky Roman. I know I watch other YouTubers, but they have affected my life. Now these type of influence is they're doing, they're what they're doing is they're marketing Yu-Gi-Oh again to older Yu-Gi-Oh players, to people who getting back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or people influence people to buy things. Now, whether that's good or bad, but think about this. We all heard about power creep, right? How each time, well, I don't know the whole, I forgot the whole deal about power creep, but power creep is, they have cards that will become more powerful, and some cards will be obsolete, and these cards aren't valuable at the least. And so what does have to do with your life? Everything. What you know to be true, what you think to be true, is not true at all. And you might think, like, what the heck is he talking about? I'm talking about everybody that you surround yourself by have a mode of thinking, a mode of reality that people live in, and that these ideas, these formulate in your mind. That's how the world works. And oftentimes, like, for instance, we all know that the educational system has shortchanged our generation, right? Where we wasn't taught the things that we should have been taught, the things that I wish I knew to able to succeed in life. Success isn't what your parents, your friends, your peers want it to be. It's how you want it to be. You should be able to define it. And so oftentimes we're giving up our dreams for something else that we dislike or we hate. And so power creep, it's about your knowledge, what you believe in. It's obsolete. And maybe some of you know this. That's why YouTubers are living their dreams, and you're watching people living their dreams. You shouldn't do that, but you do it anyway. And so many of you become unhappy because you let someone idea control your reality. That's what happened to most people. They let their ideas, their dream die because of someone else's opinion of reality. That's not how life is. But life is dynamic, man. Life, it's like, I was watching all the space stuff, and life is dynamic. And there's no, like, the way that I notice every time you see, the thing is, you guys are influenced by these guys. They're great. They're all great. You should watch them, from all whoever mentioned them. But the thing is, you should also focus on your dream. Whatever you want it to be in life, you got to bring that creativity back in your life. What happened is, people get labeled by society that you're a nerd, you're awkward, you don't socialize. Most people don't understand about socializing. Most people don't even understand about how to communicate, how to talk, and then they put this label on you, and then they tell you you're awkward. Shit. If I don't feel like talking, why should I fucking talk? It's it's not their business to if I feel like talking or not, right? Now, most people are like, "Whoa." It's like you guys hanging around with people who you're comfortable with. You vibe with them because you on the same level as your peers. I mean, not your peers, your friends. Because you, like, for example, you and I probably would play Yu-Gi-Oh! And we would talk and we would become friends because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I have something in common with you. Because also, I watch Yu-Gi. I mean, I watch the past anime. Of course, I watch Arc 5. And I try to watch 5Ds of Yusei, Yusei with the Stardust, and then GX. I try to God damn it, man. Like, I wish the fucking Elemental Hero deck, like, I wish Konami or whoever will watch this, Konami, please retrain the Elemental Hero decks and make Six Samurai powerful. God damn, man. Stop having all these damn meta decks, like True Drago, Ultra Guys, and all these decks powerful. Oh, yeah. I remember I was dueling my friend. Oh, my God. I lost my energy after doing ABCs. That's the first time I ever lost. What ended up happening is he beat me, and what I used the BLS deck, or not BLS, yeah, BLS deck, but it wasn't as great as should have been. But of course, these cards cost expensive, right? That's the thing that I mean. Why don't we use these money to invest in our mind, to invest in knowledge, to invest in books, to invest in courses that can help us along the way? But we don't do that. We keep chasing the expensive card. Now, most people are gonna hate this, but it's true. I want people to wake up to think like, hey, what do I want with my life? Why I keep, like, if you are unhappy, I get that. You don't escape. I get that. I mean, I love Yu-Gi-Oh, I do, but I can't keep buying cards like these every time, and it's holding me back from achieving my dream, right? I don't know what your dream is. Start investing in your dream and invest. You know, this is your life, but recognize you don't have enough time. You have enough time, but you don't have enough time. And so that's what I want to know. Say, because everything you know is obsoleted, and what people think to be true is ridiculous. It's like, yeah, the mindset is you can't do this, you can't do that. Why can't you? Why can't you do that? Most people don't question about their belief system. Most people don't question about their ideas, where these ideas come from, where how our ideas are formed. They don't question it. It's time for you guys to wake up. It's time for you to invest in books that, for example, if you really want to be an artist, why have you stopped being an artist? Why? Because some friend of yours tell you it couldn't be achieved, or some goddamn society say, "Oh, you won't make money." The fuck? You gotta listen to that, and most oftentimes we listen to that, and it kill your dream. Unless you want to become the greatest duelist, yet you can do that. You know, it makes me sad. I hear all these videos like people cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh. Why? See, the thing is, people, like, you buy all these expensive cards so you can win, right? Think about this. You buy expensive cards so you can win. But the thing is, you also adapt, right? You get so good at beating the other person. What ends up happening is you don't use that to adapt into your life. Now, it's easier than said and done, but think about that. If you invest in books or video course or something, don't you think that you have an edge, an advantage, to help to move you towards your dream, and that's considered you winning? Don't you want that? Like, for example, if you're antisocial, or you're socially awkward, or you're an introvert like me, shouldn't you invest in books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, Power of Charm of Brian Tracy, instead of buying all this? If you want to do that, if you want to communicate, oftentimes I like to communicate. I like to have fun. I like to say Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, you know, it's time to duel. But when it's time, it's enough. Now these guys are all great. I'm not bashing on them. I'm influenced by them, right? All I'm saying is reflect on what you want. Reflect. You gotta weigh which one is toward the end what it look like. That's it. Bye bye.